One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Hey, hey.
And good evening to Trinidad and Tobago. Good evening, Caribbean. Good evening, world. Welcome to the show, Beyond 2021. This is season 4, and it is episode number 8. So just get excited, my dear people. We have a very dynamic pack show this evening for you all. So just get excited, call a friend, tell a neighbor. Beyond 2021 is here once again this evening on the 2nd of February 2022. We are taking you into the future of emerging technologies, digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, virtual currencies, blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, robotics, and the likes. And this evening, we are so excited to be here with you once again. We have our co-hosts, Mrs. Donna and Cliff Samal Singh, educators in the One Ecosystem, and also, of course, persons that are involved in the banking sector and even the credit union sector. We have Mr. Dwayne KDs. Here he's with us as well. And we have our very own Cordell King James, captain of the One Ecosystem. Welcome back, Mr. James. And also we have Mr. Emil Bloomer from Switzerland. Yes, special invited guest this evening. We're going to have an exciting discussion. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we welcome you guys, your opening statements. Tell us, talk to us. Let us hear.
Excitement in the place. Ooh, the launch that went this weekend was, woo! But you're going to hear more about it from Capitan James and Mr. Bloomer from Switzerland. Listen, I have heard this gentleman before. He is, if you don't mind, so sweet. Okay, that's just Trinidad way of saying you're sweet, sir. You are going to have an exciting evening this evening. The D-Shaker 2.0 has been launched. Woo! You want to know more? You're going to hear more this evening. Cliff, what do you want to tell them?
I remember this have a cartoon long time called Fat Albert. And according to Fat Albert, I'm greeting the listeners with his opening comments. Hey, hey, hey! All right, so listeners, that's up for you guys. And tonight, for those of you familiar with the Bible, tonight I'm feeling like Mary Magdalene at the feet of Christ. You know, when Christ was talking, she kept quiet, and because of all the gems that's been passed on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get.
So these two gentlemen who Donna just spoke about, you all ain't only gonna get gems, all getting a whole mine.
Yeah.
Right? But is one thing hearing the words is whether you're willing after to put it into practice. But anyhow, I don't want to preempt what they're going to say. So guys, listen, as I said earlier, I get a ringside seat and I just lapping it up tonight.
That's right.
All right.
Excellent. Yes. Well, I am here to hear about all the solutions. We're a fintech company. And we have two of our top leaders in our midst, and they are here to basically roll out and reveal some of those gems that were dropped over the weekend. We're in the midst of the pandemic. Businesses taking the hit, families are taking the hit, and everybody's looking for a solution. And I'm so glad that I'm involved with an organization that is here to bring solutions to not only Trinidad and Tobago, but the entire world. And I know that we have a strong following globally. So this show is being seen on both YouTube and Facebook, and we're streaming So definitely we're going to have some global impact this evening. So listeners on Gael channel, stay tuned, because I know it's going to be a lot of information that is able to transform, not only change, but transform your lives this evening.
Hey,
Yes.
pleasant good night to every one of you. Katie's, you're growing on the next level, man. I mean, you come across here with a lot of pun intended. I like how you're adding the reveal and you're adding the solution. I like how you drop some key gems that we're gonna discuss. As Cliff mentioned, it was gem. I see he has become a full Bible scholar, but we'll leave that for another day and another moment. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And with everyone that's viewing, I really thank you for viewing, and I would ask that you share this right now. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call your uncle, call the person you don't like, because this is information that everybody needs to hear. And the truth be told is, beyond 2021, what are we thinking? What are we thinking as a Caribbean country? What are we thinking as an independent country in Trinidad and Tobago? What are we thinking beyond, my friends? Where are we heading? What are we doing? What problems do we have in life as a global liver? Someone who lives in this globe and faces different challenges and have nothing to say about it because you feel that there's no solution, no help, no anything that's there. I'm here to tell you that tonight's conversation, I believe you're going to hear some dynamic things that allow you to say, listen, I don't know that I don't know. Let me pause and think for a moment, and let me get in touch with these individuals, because I need to find my place in one ecosystem, because we have space for you. We have space for you that's hearing my voice right now. There's some level of participation that you can do with our one ecosystem, and I invite you to be a part of the family, just like I'm a part of this family here. He's from Switzerland, lives in Poland, lives in Switzerland. He does so many different things. He has a rich life of testimony. When you hear the manner of things that he would have been doing in his life, from being a chef, I'm talking about first class style chef, to being, I don't know how the two relate. So he is a first class chef, but a first class engineer when it comes to IT and building systems and computers. I don't know if it's the ingredients, and that, because you need certain ingredients to match up in the world of tech. So certain ingredients to match up for the food to taste good. So maybe it's the ingredients concept. I don't know. Maybe you could introduce yourself to the world of Trinidad and Tobago and the extension, the Caribbean.
Okay, hello to the Caribbean. Hello to Trinidad and Tobago. I'm excited to be here in Colombia, not in Poland, not in Switzerland. It's a pleasure to be here this night, and shortly over me, I'm a Swiss guy, and King said that before. We're living, I think, 4 years now in Poland. I goes in retirement and building up the business from there worldwide. But the most time in Switzerland building up the business. And I'm lucky married with my wonderful woman. She is my backbone, and he gave me the power, or she, I'm not so good in English, she gave me the power to building up this business and this wonderful business in the one ecosystem. It's wonderful. We can do that together as a family. This is not all the time so in the business world. Right? And we have before many years own restaurant and hotel, and this was for me one from the first reason we comes to the one ecosystem with the Deal Shaker as a merchant. And there we have all experience what is in the business. What is the backside in the one ecosystem? Where comes this crypto currency to work? This is so important. And a step back, I have over 20 years my own informatic company. I have over 18 IT guys that works in my companies. We works for the biggest Swiss banks, and we make their softwares in all all directions. Okay, and I know a little bit. I'm not a banker. I'm an IT guy. I know a little bit what's going on. I see in the world today all speak about digital money, and this is so old shoe. This over 60 years old. You cannot use that. We have now cryptocurrencies, a whole other world, a paradigm change in this time. It's a very nice time, this 2021. You say we have 2022. We go
Beyond,
yes, in this direction. This is a short view for my life, and yeah.
King James, our topic this evening is today's problems, today's solution. It's the one ecosystem revealed, a review. So I was looking at YouTube on Sunday, that event that we had in Bogota, Colombia, and I saw you dancing. You were dancing and you were excited. Tell us, why you were dancing so much? Mr. Bloomer, why was King dancing so much? Let us hear the good news. Tell us about it.
Yeah. We have a very nice meeting, and when you show that outside, I ask you why you not dance behind the computer or behind the TV. This meeting was so excited. The whole world was dancing when they heard that, what we have for the future. And I think King James not danced, he fly over the stage in his excitement. As an eagle, yeah, no, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm definitely, I believe I was flying, and I'm rejuvenated, and my spirits to continue to walk this walk and build this organization even stronger and better than before, because so many dynamic things and aspects is rolling out in the ecosystem to allow us to be more fruitful than we have ever been. So I'm going to save some of the information that I really want to get into. I know we want to cut to a break, but definitely, guys, I am excited and I'm ready to talk solutions for the problems that you face. And sometimes you don't even realize that you're facing such a problem. But we know the solution is with one ecosystem, and you need to be a part of this concept.
Okay, so we take that short break right now. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today. Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
Yes, guys. So we're back here. I know after hearing what King James was promising to release, people probably found that the break was too long. All right. However, we just want to acknowledge a couple of comments before we move on. One, I saw where our perennial caller, Tabitha, who lives in England, sent much love out to our guest speaker, Emil.
Yes.
Right? And then we also have Lena, who says she shares the business in Sweden. So there's the mileage and the outreach that we have with our business. All right. So this is persons who in Trinidad and Tobago are hooking up with Paul. He's saying go leaders. And he's coming from Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
Wow.
Paul. Nice.
All right.
Paul.
So as I said, I want to pass it back over to Mr. Emil and King James. Mr. Emil, acknowledgement to your country, you know, the home of the classiest lawn tennis champion, Roger Federer. All right. So I know you're in good company. Take it away, sir.
And before we, Emil, I want to say hello to your wife because you said she's your backbone. I'm his backbone as well.
Yes, she says so. Okay.
So please tell your wife we send from Trinidad lots of love.
Oh, yes.
So listen, as you mentioned, where Mr. Bloomer lived, it's funny. I wonder why. Let's be honest. We know Latin America absolutely need the one ecosystem and the world of cryptocurrency. We know Africa is in dire need of it as well. The Caribbean, without a shadow of a doubt, everyone need a digital wallet with immediate effect. So why would a country that is considered first world, considered to set the standard in so many different ways globally, where we see a lot of little videos of things that's just like awesome to us, from self-shopping centers to how their school is ran to how even their prison system operates. A place like Switzerland, why would they want or why would they have members that belong to one ecosystem? This, my friends, I believe is intriguing, and it's because they identify with the problems of the globe. So whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in the Caribbean, there's some global problems that affect us all. And one ecosystem can provide a solution that you necessarily need. And one of these problems that we could identify is the loss of buying power. The loss of buying power, the loss of your wealth that you can be building that's always stolen from you with a word called inflation seems to be the massive outcry of everyone across the globe. And hence the reason why I believe, but let me not say I know, let me let the young man who's building big business in Switzerland let us know why is one ecosystem necessary in their part of the world as first world compared to our so-called third world country.
Yeah. This is a good question. Why in Switzerland we have that? Look, I must go a little bit in the history. Switzerland is a democratic land since 1291. They not like changes, okay? They like stability. And I think this is now in this time the biggest solution for these people, this change. And now we come with the one ecosystem. The one ecosystem has the education, what the people need in financial direction, in blockchain direction, in legal direction. The whole digitalization changed all this old stuff we have in the last 500 years. King says it's true. Before with the inflation and all what is there. With the cryptocurrencies, it's another way. But when you are not have the knowledge from this new way,
right,
you are away. Yeah. You can have the biggest business, and you are away. And this is the reason why I'm personality for the whole world. I say that please not forgot to the education for this new time. It's so important. Now we go forward. Now we use the one ecosystem. Now we pick up the nearest people and say, come on, we go forward. This is so important now, not yesterday, now and yesterday. Okay. Yes.
So King and Mr. Bloomer, I have a strong network here in Trinidad and Tobago. And how I look at the Deal Shaker platform is that it's a platform for opportunity. Because in my network today, I have persons who own real estate and they want to diversify. I have a particular downline who is interested. He has this massive property, but he wants to complete the structure. He wants to basically create this existing structure that he has into a hotel. And so he's looking for persons to network with to make this a reality. I have another person who's a tailor who actually sewed this garment that I have on, and he's also on the platform. I have another person who cuts my yard and takes part payment in ones for that service. And so all these persons within my network are actively involved in using cryptocurrency. And that is something that, mainstream crypto, when we hear about mainstream crypto, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, whatever, it's about exchanging the coins for fiat currency. But within our ecosystem, we actually use the cryptocurrency for day-to-day services. And that in itself is going to have a global impact as more and more people understand the nature of crypto. King James, Mr. Bloomer, what do you have to say about that?
Definitely. The nature of this business, my friend, is, I like to say, divine and God sent, because we are returning to the beginning. It says, so it shall be. And what am I speaking about? Bartering. Bartering is what was the first payment method and had a lot of trust involved in the bartering system. And with this cryptocurrency concept, it is digital bartering. And the trust is, yes, between you and I, but more importantly, we have something called blockchain technology. And that immutable technology, that technology that cannot be hacked, that technology that is the second wave of the internet, but actually even bigger, is a protocol of trust. So there go that word trust again. And I am of the sound belief that this concept is absolutely mandatory. Now, what it seems to be the hindrances is that it came and it's interfering with the regular human mind, but more importantly, all the big boys and girls that's not the regular humans, the ones that really have the money, is interfering with their minds as well. And what do I mean by interfering with their mind? They can't stop. They can't stop the movement of it. They don't control it. And I'm speaking about the higher echelons, the 1% of the 1%, the ones that control the central banks, the ones that control the printing of money. This concept we're speaking about, my friend, is a digital revolution that's creating a financial revolution, that's creating an educational evolution that is needed for us to dominate throughout the world by just asking for what we deserve. And all we're asking for is to maintain our wealth and maintain our trust and get back to what money was supposed to be to begin with. Money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. And with the one ecosystem, the full intention of one ecosystem is to integrate into the payment and processing centers of the world so it can be yet another option that is just safer, quicker, and more affordable to utilize. That's it. We don't want to push the bank out of the system. They have been here 700 years. We want to go parallel, according to how Ivan and Misha Mark like to call it about the second economy. We want to be parallel to the system, but let people know that this system exists. You have a physical wallet, why not have a digital wallet? But guess what? Having a digital wallet and understanding digital, there's no one really out there that's giving you the teachings or the information to do such. But with the one ecosystem, you are provided almost immediately with a mentor or person that's willing to guide you towards the correct information and help you develop. And I've been seeing throughout my walk of this business, more than 5 years now, real development with many, many people with all type of walks of life, all type of background stories.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you guys. I just heard King James talk about financial revolution being cryptocurrency. All right. But you're now hearing more and more talks about various governments and various banks introducing digital currency.
That's right.
Is cryptocurrency, which is supposed to be the as you say, a wake-up call to fight back against the inflation toll that has been eaten away at the value of our money, is it the same as digital currency? If it is the same, why are the banks and the governments using the word cryptocurrency? Why are they using digital currency? If it is not the same, could you just differentiate why it is not the same for our listeners, please?
I could take that, and I could also let Mr. Bloomer answer as well. But it's clear, and I'm happy the way you put it across, Mr. Samla Singh. It's really clear. Why are they using the word digital? And let's be honest, we cannot now act and pretend that digital is now coming out. Why they're using it more often is because the world of cryptocurrency is moving by leaps and bounds. And the major difference is what I was just discussing, the blockchain. The blockchain technology is the separation. If you don't have cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, you don't have cryptocurrency. Because we need a ledger that cannot be one source access, that cannot be changed, that goes block upon block, that if one block is penetrated, it throws off the entire system. So the whole concept of cryptocurrency is really integrity. It's truly integrity. And with the digital currency concept, that is dangerous. Because if we speak about the debt, for example, the United States is in over 29 trillion in debt. If we allow the banking system to introduce, or any government to introduce digital currency, that debt can just be typed away. They can't print themselves out of it because the amount of time it takes to just print 1 trillion, I will blow your mind if I start to break it down. So the difference is the blockchain technology. And what happens is we can fight technology. Whether you want to accept it or not, technology moves and evolves with or without you, and it will leave you behind. If you want to hold on to your Me Too, your Beeper, or any of those tools that you used to have years ago, it is obsolete today. Your take.
Yeah, I not want to say much more than this. What is for me the biggest difference I saw, it's really the regulation from the national banks in the digital money is the same with paper money. Okay, without printing out paper, it's cheaper, and for logistics, it's easier.
Yes.
When the bank international works, is a database to send a file. You have so much money. This is digital easier. Have nothing to do with the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is independent from the national bank, and this is important. All the inflation, what you say before, you have that also. It's the same with the paper money. It's the digital money. It's only another platform. Huh? Okay, this is what I can say to this.
Mr. Bloomer, I agree fully with you and King James. I like to call it SOS, same old. Okay, so when we look at it, the thing about it is all they are doing is, as King said, typing it. You could type away that, you could do everything. It's just numbers. But the difference with cryptocurrency, viewers, the blockchain, it adds that security, that safety to the whole system. The digital is still the same thing. It's still the same thing as the paper money. As Mr. Bloomer just said, the only thing is the paper money has a cost attached to it to print. So it's cheaper to have it digital. But it's the same problems we're going to have.
So if I'm to summarize what you guys just said in like one line, it is finite supply versus infinite supply. Finite supply coming from a blockchain produced cryptocurrency versus an infinite supply of currency digitally, which would still be susceptible to the inflationary measures that presently exist. Am I correct?
I know if Brother Noel was going to jump in right now, he would say, Cliff, I'm not saying flesh and blood did not reveal that to you, sir. But spirit on high. I must say that that's exactly the concept and exactly what it is. It's just that the fact that this allows you a true chance to see a reverse. But I don't want to get into that type of technical talk because that's a little mind-blowing, even to the people who are involved in the business. It's different heights to this concept. What I can say to you is that I'm genuinely happy that we make it affordable and accessible and easy for people to get involved in our world of cryptocurrency. That's the real separation of one ecosystem. And that's why we have the solution. But the idea is many people want to get involved, but people think it's as simple as, oh, let me go and invest. No. We're not necessarily saying invest. We don't speak about investment. If you want to use the term investment, know that you're investing in your schooling. Same way you would invest in your college or anything of that nature, invest in our schooling, our education. You're acquiring an educational package. You're not investing in an educational package. You're not investing in a coin, but you're acquiring education or you're investing in your education if that's what you want to say or you're determined to say. And based on you deciding to learn, you have the opportunity to earn. We believe in something called theory and practical, and we bring a marriage between the theory and the practical. We're not just giving you the education, but we give you the opportunity to practice what you learn with mining our tokens and participating with the usability concept of money, helping other people see money. Money is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. Right now, people say that the Trinidad dollar is money, but only in Trinidad and Tobago. It is not money in Colombia. Even though our dollar to dollar versus the US is 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, depending on where you are or how much you need and how fast or how desperate you may be. In Colombia, it's here is like 4,000 pesos to $1. Why? Oh, Mr. Katie's.
So King James, all right. So I'm involved in the import and export business here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I know that a lot of our Trinidadian importers, especially in the realm of vegetables, import a lot of goods from Costa Rica, from Colombia, and from some other South American countries. So can you say if there are a lot of exporters from Colombia and from Costa Rica and different Central American and South American countries involving the farming industry? Because that is going to open up a whole new dynamic for importers here in Trinidad and Tobago who have ones. Because we know that the challenges going on right now is foreign exchange. The US dollar is king. The banking system, it's difficult to acquire foreign exchange at this time. And so if it is that we have persons on that side of the divide having or accepting ones, and we have persons on this side of the divide being able to pay in part or in full for a shipment of vegetables in ones, then definitely that in itself is a solution, right, to the Forex wars that we're experiencing right now.
Definitely doing. Definitely a solution. They can't answer better than that. But it needs the people with the mindset, the eyes, the action to put that into effect and make it happen. We know that. But we know that it's going to happen. So we are all saying the same thing this evening. Technology is here. cryptocurrency is here. And it's here to stay. There's no question about it. If people still wondering if it will happen, it is happening here and it is happening throughout the world. Eventually, they have to, how should we say, bout it, give into it, because
Let's
it's not going to
follow.
go away.
Let's follow the trend. Follow the trend because
That's right. That's
basically
what's happening.
I've been in this organization for the past 4 years, and I have seen many things that were foretold now beginning to come to pass. I have many
Correct.
people who I spoke to who became a part of my network. Some were very skeptical. You know, even when I spoke to them initially, they were very skeptical. Today, they are seeing the picture very clearly. They understand that cryptocurrency represents the future of finance. They also understand that they have to position themselves in order to benefit. So I'm hoping that our listeners are really taking the cues given from King James, Brother Noel, myself, and you, Cliff and Donna. Because
and Mr.
listen,
Bloomer. And we have
and
Mr.
Mr.
Bloomer.
Bloomer, of course.
Yeah.
So it's all about positioning yourself for the
That's
emerging
right.
trend that won't go away. So that's why I continue to be excited, you know,
That's
whether
right.
whether people doubt, whether they believe in the
That's correct.
system, yes or no, I'm already positioned. So guys, you make sure and get yourself positioned.
Okay, so coming off of what Dwayne's saying, I want to ask something of the two speakers tonight.
Right.
What Dwayne is saying, and I believe this is what he is saying, is that based on our level of skepticism in Trinidad and Tobago, and those who are not skeptical are laid back, and those of us who have, a number of us who have decided to get on board with this, have only done so and to wait and see, all right? Not realizing that together we have to make this thing happen.
That's right.
Right? So the guest speakers now, is it the same kind of culture you encounter in different countries that you either have been visiting or, as in Mr. Bloomer's said, you know, he seems to have not only dual citizenship, but maybe triple citizenship, I don't know. But in the many countries that he has been, is it that same kind of reception
Mindset.
you get towards our concept of cryptocurrency, whereby we take in our currency to exchange it for goods and services? Are people willing to understand through the education that we offer in? Are they willing to understand, or are they just like our Trinidadians here? That is my question to you.
I think that the whole world have, with the different cultures, have the same problems. Okay. We see that in Switzerland too. Okay. All people say is for the network, building up the network. Okay, it's only bad in Switzerland. We have problem with this. And when I go to Austria, they say the same. In Poland, they say the same. It's easy in Switzerland, and others say no. In Poland, it's easy. What I will say with that have nothing to do what the people think. Have to do what the people wish for him, for his dreams, for his goals. He go forward for him and his family, or not. When they are in the life, in a position, they say, it's comfortable. Please stay there, but not forget the education. You need that in the future. It's better you make the education and the system, you goes with the system, that the system use you later. It's a big difference. And I give this so in the community, make the change for you. Go in you and looks for you. What is the best for you and your family? And the one ecosystem, I think, is created for the future, is created for building up dynasties for the families, for your friends and all. Please, this is a paradigm change. I know it's a wrong word.
No, it's not a wrong word. That's a German word.
It's a German word, yeah.
But in the English word is paradigm.
Paradigm change. And when you not goes with this, I not shop. I know this. I not shop in 1980 90, I think what was 1988. Yes, 1988. I not shop Microsoft options. Okay.
You didn't
They
buy
say
them.
shop Microsoft options. Is not for what? Nobody use that or don't
Right.
need that. Okay.
Wow.
And now we are in this time now. We are in middle in this process. Go for you, not for the night, not for king, not for me, not for anywhere, for yourself. And the
Do it for
one
yourself.
ecosystem is created to coming independent when you have this wish for you. That I can say.
Okay, I have a question here. Over the weekend in that event, the One Ecosystem reveal in Colombia, there was a gentleman doing some training, and he asked a big question. He asked, "What is our product?" Do you remember that, King?
Yeah.
He asked, "What is our product?" Now, from research, we can say there are maybe around 1,200 different cryptocurrencies. When you review the white paper of Bitcoin, we saw that Bitcoin was supposed to be a peer-to-peer engagement transaction. Amidst all of these cryptocurrencies, what really is the One Ecosystem product? I'm asking, and what is the difference with the One Ecosystem? You know, Ms. Christine Lagarde, former managing director of the IMF, in the early days when there were a lot of talks about cryptocurrency, she related to cryptocurrency in a very apprehensive manner. Later on, she became the managing director of the European Central Bank. Mr. Bloomer, you will be aware of that, right?
Yes.
She's now talking about blockchain technology and talking about cryptocurrency, the managing director of the European Central Bank. I'm asking, number one, what is our product really? And number two, what is the difference with the One Ecosystem and the one cryptocurrency that we are articulating to the world?
Well, I want to jump on this because it technically had been answered. Number two, I should be saying the second question was just answered a little while ago, but it needs to tie in with the first question. What we offer is quite simple. Our entire project, our entire opportunity for you to join an existing living organism that is growing in a dynamic way with dynamic change to implement globally with a slate carded to roll out properly, step by step, as the market also dictates how things move. We have our plan and we want to fit into the plan of the regulations and the things that cover the regulations. So with all that being said, yes, we have the D-Shaker platform. Yes, we have the One Academy platform. Yes, we have the One Forex platform. We have the One World Foundation. We have other parts of the ecosystem, remittances, exchange, and all of this to be rolled out. Yes? Okay, no problem. But we're not selling one piece of the puzzle. We're giving you all the pieces of the puzzle. Because you know when you're doing the jigsaw puzzle and you have that last piece to put in and you don't have all the pieces, you know how frustrating that is. When you put together so many pieces, but then you just have one piece that's missing. We believe there's nothing missing with our ecosystem, and we are giving you opportunity to participate with everything that we have to offer. So our project and product and what we offer is an entire team of you growing out of your comfort zone and becoming who you should become. A person that's well-versed and rounded and learning in different dynamics and things that you should get into. And especially a person who interested in finance, maybe you're not even interested in finance. Guess what you're interested in? Sustaining your living and continuing to live. And if you are growing every single year, older, but your money is losing value, losing faster than the raise or the increase of your pay can happen. What is really happening to you? You're living to die. So what we are attempting to do is help people to come back to live. Come and join a concept that's living and a cryptocurrency that will become living. When the regulations come into play, my friends, I think we're going to be living. We're talking about money having a chance to go up in value instead of guaranteed to go down in value. So that is our product in a nutshell, Brother Noel. And yeah, second question, pretty much is the blockchain. It's the integrity of the project, is the willingness and the faithfulness of the members like yourself that refuse to give up on this idea and this concept. And that's pretty much what we are all about and what we're doing. But I want to touch back on what Katie's and Cliff alluded to a little earlier. When Katie's was asking the question about trade and people doing business from one end to the next end. And then Cliff kind of piggyback and was asking something along the lines with that as well. Our Deal Shaker 2.0 platform that has launched, it is going to make things more accessible and easier, especially with the communication from merchant to merchant, from buyer to seller, from business to business, from person to person. When it comes to communication and finding the products you're looking for, it is going to become more easier. So when Cliff speak about all the members that's already existing and looking to utilize their coin, this is what we have to offer you. We have a global village. We have an opportunity for you to sit in Trinidad and see products in Vietnam that you would like to purchase and acquire. I'm saying to you all that we are the chosen one. We are set aside and different from the rest. So when you ask Brother Noel what separates us from the rest out there, is that nobody, truthfully, is really sitting down in your home like how we sit in your home and help you. We have something called the Success Guide, the Eager Success Guide. This is a 26-step system that when we sit down with a brand new individual, we're teaching that brand new individual how to make sure that they log in, how to make sure they keep their password safe, how to participate in such programs that we're having, so the updated news, how to just find a way to introduce others to a duplicatable system. In other words, we are really holding your hand until you decide to walk and run on your own and grow into the leader that you can become if you so desire to want to lead anything or anyone. Because you have the opportunity to lead, or you have the opportunity to be led, or you have the opportunity to just join and just open up your digital world. You are not forced to do anything with us. With the One Ecosystem, you have different things and different ways in which you could participate. And if you want to participate by just watching, guess what? You're still adding value, because anybody that joins the ecosystem adds value. I promise you that. Anyone that has a coin, the more usable this coin become, guess what? Nobody leaves the business because everybody will want to use their coin.
Correct.
So we in a win-win situation.
Win. Mm-hmm.
It's magical. It's magical the way how this momentum works. I know when we started off with One Academy, I was a part of that One Academy team when we would get up early on mornings. And there was a concept that one of our colleagues tabled. And he was saying that, listen, it's a business and a business concept. So we have the network, and then we have the Deal Shaker platform that merchants can come on, buyers can find sellers, and that momentum is just mushrooming into something bigger. You know, that energy is being generated, the energy across the world. And that's why I'm glad to be a part of the organization, because even when I'm asleep here in Trinidad and Tobago, somebody in Vietnam is active, participating on the platform. Somebody in Sweden is getting something. Somebody in South America is purchasing something on the platform. Somebody is buying an educational package. And as I always tell persons, cryptocurrency, you don't jump in with cryptocurrency. You have to understand your risk appetite, right? And so you're not going to risk your month's rent to get involved. You're not going to risk your grocery money to get involved. But as you said, King James, we have educational packages starting from as low as $140 for persons to begin to open the doors to financial information that they didn't have before. It's as simple as that. And listen, never despise humble beginnings, because Bitcoin at one point in time was valued at 10 cents US. Today, even with the fluctuation, Bitcoin has hit a high of 65,000 US dollars and has changed many lives. As Mr. Bloomer says, it's all about what you want for yourself, you know. It's not about what we want for you, it's what you want for yourself. Do you want to be known as the person who was born into poverty, lived their entire lives in poverty, and died in poverty? Or do you want to be known as the person who changed your generation, the person who was able to make the best decision for the future generations down the road? I listened to a video today where a gentleman actually put the entire framework in place for his family, you know, terms and conditions for them to get educated, for them to get empowered, so that his generations into the future would be having and keeping generational wealth. So guys, choose, make the switch.
I have a question for this esteemed duo here tonight. And I don't know if you could put it out as a proposal to the company, of course, if you find merit in it. Before I play all the question, I just want to acknowledge the comments from a couple of our international persons. There was a Mario Kosminovic, I believe. I don't know what country that he's from. You know, he touched base with you guys. We have Hamza also, and you had Tabitha, right, calling in, sharing the sentiments, the excitement about where we're going with this. Right, thank you guys for reaching out to us tonight. It's night here, but I don't know where you are, what time it is. So again, thank you so much.
And Tabitha is back again.
Yes.
Yes, beautiful Tabitha.
No, this is my thing. Based on what I just heard Mr. KD say, what we really have, you know, in Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes when you spend money on certain areas, you say you just spend dead money, right? It means now that your money really it's gone. That's it. You've just parted with it. Wherever you put it, right? You just part with it, and you could just say goodbye to it. But because of the purpose and the whole scheme of things that we have around our coins, I want to suggest that because we are different to other cryptocurrencies, why we different? Because our emphasis is on first getting the education to understand what you're into, and secondly, as Mr. James had said, you're bringing practical and theory together, right?
A marriage.
So a marriage, as Donna says. So we are different to other cryptocurrencies as what we're doing. So this is my proposal to you gentlemen. Why don't we change our name to a crypto money? Since we have global usage as to what we have. You understand? So we now can identify ourselves and set ourselves apart from what is out there because our vision is different. Right. Yes. Thank you. All right, come, stop the applause, please. It's okay. I'm a humble person. I don't need it. No, but seriously, I really believe that because what we have is living, it should be called crypto money. I believe that that's where we should go. All right.
I like the joining up with what King was saying with living. And I also like to link what Mr. Bloomer said. He made such a strong point. He said he spoke about Microsoft. He went back a bit. And we realized at that point in time, people were still wondering what was happening in the world, what was going on with Microsoft. Nobody accepted it as it came out. But eventually, where is it today? And that is what is going to happen with us. Listen, I am excited, you know. I don't want to jump up and get on while I want Mr. Bloomer to feel that I'm a dignified lady. But I am really excited. The points that King James brought up, Mr. Bloomer, Dwayne, Brother Noel, Cliff, all of us here, we know that the future for us is great.
And the callers.
And the callers, oh wow, the callers saw it. They said it in, I mean to say, those of you who are viewing and you read what the caller said, you know that we are on a platform that is going to go out there just like Microsoft, just like Facebook, just like Instagram. It is rising like a phoenix to become what it was purposed to become. That is my thought. Mr. Bloomer, what do you think? What you want to say about it? From your heart, what do you want to say? Because I have heard you speak and I really enjoy hearing you talk. You and King James, what you want to say?
For me, when I look in the whole one ecosystem, the name says that himself, system. Nobody have a system in this kind of cryptocurrencies and all this stuff together. This is inside. And I love this project. Then I see solution for everyone. Everyone that want to go for himself. And this I like so much. I love that. And I hope the people use that for himself. And please not let this chance. I goes back in 1988 with this Microsoft. Pick up this opportunity now. It's time to be a part of this change here.
I fully agree.
Thank you.
I know our show is about to end, so I want to allow the others to probably close off with their closing remarks and closing thoughts. But for my closing remarks, is quite simple. Get out of your way. Don't take yourself too serious. Don't be over smart, meaning that you outsmart yourself. Please find an existing IME that is actually active and you decide to get active. On board with us, decide one ecosystem can do something for you. And we'll be able to start to help you to see the presentation with your friends, your family, your loved ones, so they could all enroll, because the more people that get involved, the stronger the value of the coin continues to grow and become. You want to associate with value. And value, my friends, is us, the one that's crypto money. Yes, Mr. Salmon, I was saying we will look into the crypto money. But thank you so much for your time this evening, guys. For me and Mr. Bloomer, we wish you a wonderful success. We say one's out.
Well, it was great having you here this evening, guys.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Next week, but I don't know, I'll tell them what they need to do for next week.
So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, wherever you are out there in the world, this is an inevitable technology. Cannot go back, and it just makes sense. It is prudent for us to position yourself with the one ecosystem. We are the ones destined to be.
Yes.
Thank you for viewing our show this evening, and we welcome you to join us again next week, the same time, same place on Guile the Caribbean with Beyond 2021. Thank you very much, Mr. King James and Mr. Bloomer, and to all our hosts. Have a good night. God bless you.
God bless you. Okay. See you next week.
One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened of nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of chasing. Aye.